Things are getting a little tasty around here. Quarter-final of the Euro Continental Cup, quarter-final of the FA Cup, 6th in the Premier League. It's all heading somewhere. Let's hope it's not heading towards disaster. Let's go and kick some balls. Hello and welcome back to the Liberty Stadium in Swansea. And if you are a first-time visitor here, then why not subscribe, watch, like and comment. Help the channel to grow and help us to support the very worthwhile cause that you can see scrolling above. And today we have a game in the Euro Continental Cup against Victoria Plzeň of Czechoslovakia. We are away in the first leg, but we are very confident that we will get a result against these. We are good enough to be reaching the next round, and we're good enough to be in the semi-final. And we do, as we saw, we probably have the easiest half of the draw, and who knows, the final could be a possibility for Swansea. In the Premier League, we are sitting in 5th, not 6th, as I said in the intro, and we have 56 points from 29 games. And what's happened on the field, you saw us beating Nottingham Forest by 2-0, and then came Reading away in the FA Cup 4th round, and we absolutely devastated them. We won that game by 4-0. And then against Leeds in the Premier League, a different fixture. This was never going to be an easy fixture. Leeds are a very, very good team. And we did take the lead when Rhys Williams headed in at the near post. And we were 1-0 up and looking very good value at this stage for our 1-0 lead. But unfortunately, a mistake by Rhys Williams let in Nketiah, and he's equalised for Leeds in the 75th minute, and it turned out to be a 1-1 draw. Away at Newcastle, this again a tough little fixture, and Newcastle came at us from the start. They really came at us, and I had to make a lot of changes, and Wilson opened the scoring for Newcastle in the first minute, and we were behind for a long time in this game. Levitt and Augustusson managed to combine, and Levitt equalised, and we made it 1-1. Levitt had a very good game, and also Augustusson is starting to show his quality as a fullback. And we had chances. We came back into the game quite strongly as the game went on, but most of the action was in the early minutes of this game, and we took the lead when Magyar turned up at the back post. It's a little bit of a habit he has, and it was 2-1. Newcastle did create a lot of opportunities for themselves. We defended very resolutely, and in the end we ran our winners by 2-1. Defensively, we are looking good. We've always been a good defensive outfit, and they did create a lot of chances, but we managed to hold on and secure the 3 points. This was a very good win. We also, in the first half, created a lot of chances, and most of the chances seemed to come in the first 15 minutes, and after that, the game seemed to just fade into almost nothing. We did have a chance late on in the second half to make it 3-1, but we couldn't, as Mata hit the crossbar, and it finished at Newcastle 1, Swansea 2, a very good 3 points away at a good Newcastle team. And then Sheffield United was next, a game that really we should be winning this one, and we did take the game to them very early on. Adley fed Levitt, and Levitt put it away to make it 1-0 in the 11th minute. Levitt, who's also becoming a very, very good player. I've got a lot of faith in him. He's still young. He's still only 20 years old, and he could become a very, very good player. But Sheffield United took the game to us. They have actually some very good players in their team, including Ryan Brewster, and one or two others that I have actually thought about signing. Adley went through. He had a chance on 38 minutes, but unfortunately that was saved. From the resulting corner, it was headed in to the safe into the 6-yard box, and Adley tapped it in. And we kept going in the second half, kept creating chances, and more opportunities came, and we should have won this game by a lot more than what we actually did. On 58 minutes, though, Swansea made an error again, and Sheffield United got one back, and that made it 2-1. Rhys Williams has been making a lot of errors of late, but Adley, with a lovely free kick, hit the crossbar. It was a game that we were winning. I'd have been very disappointed if we hadn't won this, and we should have won it more easily than we did. And Satriano wrapped it up with a header at the back post in the 87th minute, and that made it Swansea 3, Sheffield United 1. And then we had a tough fixture in the FA Cup against Chelsea, and Chelsea took the opportunity to rotate their team. We did extremely well. Although we didn't dominate possession, we absolutely murdered them in terms of XG, in terms of chances created. They did rotate a little bit, but they still were able to put out a very, very good team, including Mount, Werner, Havertz, Chobala. But if you look at how we played, we absolutely had a great game as a team, and Satriano, Vitinho and Rhys Williams were the goal scorers in a fine 3-0 victory in the FA Cup fifth round, setting up a quarter-final tie with Southampton. And then against Crystal Palace, another match that we should have been winning. But again, it's interesting how these teams further down the league are really coming at us in the early moments. And Crystal Palace took the lead in the second minute, playing at a huge tempo. And it took us until 59th minute before Hojbjerg put away a penalty to equalise. I was very worried we were going to lose this, but eventually Cabango at the near post headed in Grimes' corner, a late goal for us to steal pretty much the 3 points, and a fine 2-1 win against Crystal Palace. And so today that brings us to the first leg of the Eurocontinental Cup against Victoria Plzeň, a Czech Republic team. Similar reputation to Swansea, but I believe that we have a team that's absolutely capable of taking this game to them and winning this tie comfortably. We have a Marty, Williams, Kotchup, Augustinsson at the back, with Stankovic in goal, Grimes, Adley, Ahulu in midfield, with Delap, Hojbjerg and Vitinha up front. And I believe this is a game we should win, and win comfortably, and get into the semi-final of the Eurocontinental Cup. And here we go. It's all set fair for what I hope will be a very, very good performance. And the game gets underway. And it's a fairly even contest at the moment, but Augustinsson fires in a corner, and that's headed away. It's going to be picked up by Ahulu. Ahulu, who's having a very, very good season as backup to Flynn Downs, may actually become the number one. And, Cabango, from about 30 yards, decided to drive one at the goal there. And unfortunately, nothing became of it. But Kotchup, he puts his head on that one. And Augustinsson, he's picked up the ball in space. He finds Grimes. Grimes to Kotchup. Kotchup driving forward. and he finds Hojek to Vitinho, and Adley is in, and that was a chance, and Adley should have scored there. And after 5 minutes already, it looks like we are dominating this game. And Augustinsson, he's going to fire the corner in, and Rhys Williams heads it over the crossbar. Swansea are dominating this in terms of possession and in terms of the amount of chances we are creating. But it's a rare highlight for Victoria, and we mustn't sort of like be complacent. We must take this game very seriously, and we are playing in a positive way. We do feel that we should be winning this game. As Rhys Williams, he picks up the ball in a lot of space at the back there, and they are not pressing us very much. Kotchup feeds Armati. Armati finds Vitinha back to Armati. Let's get a goal, boys. Let's find the back of the net. Let's ease the nerves as Vitinha looks to turn. That's a poor pass, but we have regained possession. Armati to Adley. Adley finds Vitinha. Vitinha, he's looking for a cross, and Delap just couldn't get on the end of it. Delap, though, picks up the loose ball. He finds Augustinsson. Back to Delap. And Augustinsson has scored, and he was in a very strange position for a fullback there, playing more like a forward. And I guess that's the value of the underlap. As Delap picked up the ball, he fed Augustinsson, and Augustinsson continued his run into that little space. Delap found him, and it is Victoria Pleasant 0, Swansea 1. We are ahead, and well deservedly so. Absolutely dominating this game, and quite rightly we are in the lead. As Rhys Williams dominating at the back for Swansea, and it's played all the way back by Victoria Pleasant, and the goalkeeper has it, and he goes long again, and this is fairly easy for the Swansea defence. Adley, I don't know what he's doing there, but he heads it back to Stankovic. Stankovic, who's forcing his way into the team a little bit now. He finds Armati to Vitinha to Armati. Inside to Rhys Williams. It is noticeable they are not pressing us at all. They're giving us space to run into. And Augustinsson, he's got a ton of space out left. He accelerates, finds Delap. Delap back to Augustinsson, into the box, and Adley has made it 2-0. Simple football, simple goal, but we'll take that. And another goal for Adley, who's in fine form at the moment. Augustinsson just showed his pace on the outside. He found Delap. Delap fed Augustinsson again, and Adley tapped it in from the penalty spot. It is Victoria Pleasant 0, Swansea 2. We are on the way. I suspected this was a game that we should win, and winning we are. But a rare highlight again for Victoria. And they are pushing, looking for space, but Rhys Williams has tidied that up. Fisher, he hits it long, and it goes directly back to Victoria. They are now trying to play out from the back. I think they've changed their style a little bit, trying to play out from the back. And they do find a little bit of space, and he is bursting down the left. Good tackle, and we may have snuffed this out, but they're still coming forward. And they're looking, probing. They're going to look down the right, but that's intercepted by Augustinsson. Augustinsson with a long ball over the top. He finds Vitinha. Can Vitinha score? And he's hit the post, but it's picked up at the back post by Delap. Delap to Augustinsson, and the highlight comes to an end. And at half-time, it is Victoria Pleasant 0, Swansea 2, a game that we are winning easily. And I've absolutely no doubt that we will go on and make more chances in the second half, and I'm pretty sure we will score more goals. And Swansea have a throw, and Armati He finds Vitinha on the right. Here's Adley looking to go down to the byline. He gets a cross in, and that was almost put in, but well defended. And it's picked up by Kotchap to Grimes to Augustinsson. And that is a really bad tackle, and they could be in trouble here. And it is a red card for Milnarek of Victoria Plazen, and that's not what they needed. They weren't in the game anyway. We are now going to go attacking. We're going to take this game to them, and we need, if we can get more goals, it will mean that I can rotate in the second leg. And there is one of them, and Kotchap has put Swansea 3-0 up after 71 minutes, and I needed more goals, and there is the first of them, and I'm hoping it's not going to be the last. Kotchap, easy little near post header, and now it is 3-0, and Swansea are murdering them. We need to get another couple of goals, though. I'd like another couple of goals before the end of the game, so that we can totally rotate the team in the second leg. As Kotchap finds a hulu, and it's found its way all the way out wide on the left to Augustinsson. Augustinsson with a cross. That is an enormous cross that has missed out the entire penalty area. Marty, though, he looks to get a cross in, and that is Delap with a fine finish. You wouldn't be thinking Delap's going to be getting his head on one of these. He's not the tallest of players. And it was a rather bizarre goal. It went from one side of the pitch to the other. Marty's little cross, and Delap, he managed to get his head on it, divert it into the corner. It's now 4-0, and we are on the way. And with just minutes left, we are still looking to pile on the pressure, pile on the misery. And here's Augustinsson, and Delap. Delap has scored again, his second of the game, Swansea's fifth, and the tie is all but over now. I cannot see this Czech team scoring 6 goals at Swansea. The game is all but over. And we can look forward to the next round of the Continental Euro Cup. And although it's not a great competition, we're happy to be here. We want to win trophies, and we'll win any trophies that we can. And I'm really hoping we can make it to the final of this competition. But you never know. And in terms of what's been going on, I want to try and find the draw. In fact, it's the quarter-final draw that we're looking at. We will be looking at the quarter-final draw and the semi-final draw. So let's just draw out what the quarter-finals will be. No, we don't want them particularly, but we would have liked them. Who are we going to get here? It'd be quite interesting. St. Johnston, yeah, we'd take them, but they're playing Bayer. So we are going to be playing Utrecht or Galatasaray. I suspect in the quarterfinal we will be playing Galatasaray, but we do, I would say we do have a chance. We need to look for the semi-final draw. Oh, there is the semi-final draw. They're both on the same day, so this will be a little bit interesting how this is going to come out of the hat. And that looks like it might be Bayer versus Sparta Prague in the semi-final. And yeah, we do have a chance looking at those teams. Maybe Olympic Lyon will be the team that qualify from that. I quite like that draw. Who knows what's going to happen? We've got to get back to Premier League business. We have Liverpool coming up in the Premier League. I'm not really looking forward to that one. And we then have the second leg of the Euro Continental Club, plus the quarter-final against Southampton. We'll then be with Arsenal, Wolves. We've got very, very tough fixtures. I'm not sure when we'll be coming back because they need to fit in all these cup competitions and rearrange the fixtures. But I'm pretty sure we'll have a good, probably come back for the Euro quarter-final plus the FA Cup time. Maybe do a double header next time. And that's it for this episode. If you enjoyed it and you're new to the channel, then why not subscribe, like, watch and comment, help the channel to grow and help us to support the very worthwhile cause that you can see scrolling above. And all that remains to be said now is we hope we can keep this amazing run of form going, and we will come back for some more excitement. We're quarter-final of this, quarter-final of that, and long may this continue. We'll be back probably sometime in April when we will have the Euro Cup or the FA Cup. And so until then, see you next time.